Unification 7.3.7 is now out, and with it, Definitive Edition compatibility has been obtained. That, along with a ton of balance changes, extra units, etc., go see the Laughing Max's video, which will be linked in the description. But along with that came another surprise. The Emperor's Golden Boys and resident colorophobes, the Custodes. The Custodes have been in Unification for quite a while now as a survival exclusive unit, but now they have been made into a win condition group of units for the Space Marines, along with some new additions and complete model overhauls. Note that there is a reason they're behind a win condition. They are not balanced for PvP, and neither will they ever be. Quite the poet, aren't I, Kareth?
Not really, my lord.
Ever the supportive one, aren't you? No matter. Let's have a look at them, shall we? This is the Imperial Artisan, the Custodes' personal builder unit. They are the one that maintains all of their gear in lore, and in Unification, they act as a demi-hero. They have more health than a traditional builder, but they are not actually classified as a commander in the code, meaning that they don't appear in the commander panel like the Dark Angel's Tech Marine does. They have the sabotage ability to deal damage to enemy buildings after a moment of tinkering, much like the Sisters builder, and they also have an aura that buffs the weapons of nearby Custodes. The Witch Seeker Sisters of Silence, a light combat unit that comes with bolters as standard. Dependent on your needs, you can equip them either with flamers to make them good versus infantry, morale, and demons, or stake launchers to aid versus infantry, but they're also good against aircraft and vehicles in sufficient numbers. They have an aura that will disable the use of abilities by enemy spellcasters within a certain range. All the more reason I'm standing all the way over here. They're very annoying. The Custodian Sagittarum, the tactical equivalent for the Custodes. These folks serve in a fire support role and are armed with Adrastus bolt calivers that can utterly wreck anything, in the sense that they have the same armor-piercing value against any and all armor types. They can also get melter bombs for some extra AV punch, and can be reinforced with a banner bearer known as the Vexillus Praetor. This banner bearer increases the morale recovery of nearby Custodes, as well as giving them immunity to abilities that force the squad to attack allies, like Seduction, for example, while also giving them a minor health boost to boot. The Echanatoss Custodian Guard are a hybrid infantry of the Custodes, similar to Grey Knight Interceptors. They are armed with Guardian Spears, effectively what happens if you give a Space Marine a Nemesis Halberd, a Fancy Bolter, and some sellotape. If you need more anti-vehicle, however, they can be upgraded to Pitherite Spears, which are effectively what you get if they used a melter in their arts and crafts lesson instead of a bolter. They are led by a Sentinel Echanatoss, who duct-taped a bolter to a power sword instead. How ingenious? The Custodian Venatari is a fast assault unit for the Custodes, acting in a similar vein to the Sister Seraphim squad. They are armed with kinetic destroyers, a powerful Archaeotech pistol, effective against all infantry types, alongside a Tarsus buckler for increased defense. Should fisticuffs be required, they can also bonk people with these shields. They also have crack grenades should any tanks need exploding. The Agamatus Jetbike squad is a jumpy grav biker that's armed with a solarite power lance. Their bike also has a las pulsar mounted on it, which is basically a more potent las cannon. They are pretty adaptable against most targets, though if the power lance is solarite, we should probably keep it away from Carax. The Custodian Guard Grav Rhino is, well, it's a rhino. Except instead of tracks, it has anti-gravity plates, which means it floats around. The Rhino is relatively quick, and has the traditional smoke launchers you would usually associate with rhinos, but it can also initiate a self-repair protocol should there be no one in range to actually repair it. It has a storm bolter on it, so it can defend itself, but you're not going to see it destroying armies anytime soon. Echanatoss Darian, a former custodian now confined to a giant stompy box thanks to an incident on Elysia with the Black Legion and the Shogun Shadows. Long story. He starts with a twin-linked Lama and a Power Claw, much like your traditional Venerable Dreadnought, but is able to upgrade with most sort of weapons to actually be able to tackle any target. He can also be converted into a Hellfire variant if you upgrade both his left and right arms. And finally, we find ourselves on the Venerable Land Raider, the Custodes Land Raider variant. This is armed with a twin-linked heavy bolter, twin-linked las cannons on the sponsons, and a storm bolter turret up the top. This has the same auto-repair protocol as the Rhinos, and can use smoke launchers, but it also has the traditional Land Raider machine spirit ability, just to make sure it's extra tanky. It is a tank, after all. And that is all the Custodes we have to cover today. You can access all of this via the Talons of the Emperor win condition. You can find that when you're setting up a game in Skirmish, in the same area that you would find things like Destroy HQ, etc, etc. Then you just need to get to Tier 3, have a relic and a critical location, and you can build it using the advanced build menu. And that about covers it. So, if you'll excuse me, myself and Rorschach over there are off to the Carava system. We have a Charon to catch. Alfarius has placed quite the bounty on him, though I have no idea what this Charon individual has done to piss him off so much. Sounds like a bit of an idiot, though, so... Oh, well, I guess we're doing the universe a favour. Not my problem. Come, Carath. Let us depart. We're off to shank a Charon on Carava. Oh no, they're singing again. Aaron, help me.